welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I am starting a new journey, and that is to reinvent myself and become that girl, become her, reinventing myself, like however you want to put it. I'm starting over. I'm starting over, and I am taking you guys on the journey with me on me doing this and starting this journey in my life. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I see a person in my head that is the highest version of myself, the most successful version of myself, and that girl. For like, I feel like every couple months I sit and I try and be like, oh, I'm reinventing myself. And I do this every couple months, but this time I'm like, okay, no, you've been saying you're reinventing yourself and you're doing all these things and you're still living your life the same way day to day. So I'm like, if I'm not gonna change, nothing in my life is going to change, and I'm literally gonna stay the same person. So we're changing that. In my last video, I had said that starting over is not bad, and I meant it. So truly, I just want to start over in almost every aspect of my life and just reinvent it, rebuild it, start from new, because obviously I just want things differently in my life now. I see myself going different places than I did 6 months ago, a year ago, and a lot of things have changed. So I feel like I want to change it in a way that works for me, for the way that I see my highest self, and be that girl. So this video is basically going to be telling you guys how I plan on doing this, and basically putting it in a video is kind of going to keep me motivated and disciplined, and then I get to play this back and be like, oh, easy, like, girl, you did it. Like, you did it. Remember you were talking about it 2 months ago? You did it. So I'm excited. So let me tell you guys how I plan on doing this. The first thing that I went and did was I sat with myself and I was like, girl, who do you see this girl as? Who is she? What does she do for work? What are her hobbies? What's her morning look like? Like, all these questions, like how much money does she make? What kind of car does she drive? Where does she live? How does she dress day to day? What does she look like? Like, what are her hobbies? How does she take care of herself? What's her mindset like? All these things. I sat down, I wrote down all these questions that I literally went to TikTok and I was like, becoming her, because it's a whole topic of discussion on TikTok often that I see, and that's kind of like, what's like, oh, let me start my own little journey, I can do this too. So I went through those, and then I found like a list of questions from a couple of the creators over there, and I basically wrote those down and I started just answering the questions, explaining like who I envisioned this girl to be. Like, I feel like I've always saw her, but I never got down to the nitty gritty of like who she was. All I knew is that she wore heels every day, and that was it. That's all I knew. So I was like, who is this girl? What does she do? What does she, what's her mindset like? What does she read? What does she watch on TV? What are the conversations that she has? What are her friendships like? Stuff like that. So I sat down, and once I answered all those questions, I basically put all of that into a paragraph and wrote basically a day in the life of my higher self. And because I was clear on the vision that I wanted, this was pretty easy. And I, you know, wake up at 5 a.m. and she goes to the gym, or she does Pilates, and she eats this for breakfast, and she meditates and journals, and this is the car she drives, and this is what she wore to work, and this is how often she goes to work. This is the money that she makes every day. And, you know, this is the notification she got, you know, $10,000 in just one day. Like, you know what I mean? So that is basically what I did, was write down how I saw one of the days in my life for the girl that I'm becoming. And once I did that, I was like, okay, let me break some of this down, because a lot of it is pretty tangible, and some of the stuff I'm already doing. I wrote down that I want to wake up at 5 a.m. and I want to be a Pilates hottie or a gym mommy, and I go to the gym 3 times a week and I do Pilates twice a week. I wake up early, I do my journal, and I meditate, and I eat healthy-ish, you know. I don't shy away from a Chick-fil-A, but a lot of the things that I was writing down, I'm like, girl, you already do this. So there's just like a couple other things that I needed to tap into and get comfortable with doing. Well, I wrote that, you know, she owns a lash business. I do. She automated her business, which is what I'm working on. And also she does content creation and YouTube. Those are things that I'm passionate about, like lashing, content creation, showing up and being more comfortable in front of the camera. And the last couple months I've been getting real serious on my personal TikTok, and now that I'm posting more on YouTube. So I'm like, these are things that are already aligning and that I'm grateful that I see. You know, she dresses up every day, so I will be showing you guys like a couple videos on like finding my signature look and me dressing and changing my wardrobe to align with that. I mean, I always knew about the high heel thing, so my closet's full of high heels. I only own like 2 pairs of sneakers and a couple pair of Crocs because I'm like, I knew it. I just don't show up as her, and I have no idea why. So that brings me to my next point, is figuring out my limiting beliefs. Like, what was holding me back? Like, what are some things that I have trauma in, or I get triggered by, or what are my limiting beliefs about relationships, myself, my self-esteem, my money, and stuff like that. So I have to sit down with myself and be like, what's this? And figure out and get to the root of all these things. One of my biggest ones is money. I am working through my scarcity and lack mindset, that once I get things, that they're not going to be for long and that they're going to go away, especially with money. I don't like spending my own money. That sounds bad. I don't like spending my own money because I'm like, it's not going to come back, or if I spend it, I'm going to be broke, or just fearful of being without or having lack. And I'm like, no, I need to switch that mindset and be more abundant, and scanning my reality for things that remind me like, oh girl, you have a roof over your head, you have a bed to sleep in, you have clothes on your back, you have clean drinking water, you can shower every day. And those are all things that equal abundance. So it's just like being more in the present, not worrying about things that I'm without, and just like, and that's what the higher, like my highest self does. She's abundant. She is aware that there's a lot of abundance around. She doesn't worry about things that might happen tomorrow because that's none of her business right now. Like, here now, she is here in the now. She stays in the present moment. Shifting my mindset when it comes to all these topics is what I can do on a daily basis. She's secure around money. She is secure in her relationships. She has great friendships. She has a great relationship with her family. And to do those things, you know, I work on my mindset. To work on my mindset with money, I do listen to sleep affirmation tapes. And so basically you put those on right before you go to bed, and they just play throughout the night. When you are sleeping, your subconscious mind is high on alert and your conscious mind is sleeping. So it's just filling your mind with all the new thoughts that you want to have in your life, and shifting your mindset. My biggest one is about money. So I listen to money tapes at night to switch my concept about money in my life. And I feel like that's helping me be more aware that I am more abundant than my conscious mind seems to think, and letting go of that lack mindset, that like, I can have these luxuries and I can live this life that I want to live, and I can afford these other things. I might not be able to right now, but it's like not yet type situation, which is like also another shift. Is like, maybe not right now, but just not yet. Like, it's not a no, it's not yet. My highest self isn't, you know, affected by coming across a bill, or, well, she's just not worried about things because she knows she's always going to be taken care of. So those are the mindset things that I'm trying to incorporate into my life, and the conversations that I'm having are aligned with that. I work with clients, so you know, I get people all the time. You know, I'm a therapist because I'm a lash artist, and sometimes I have to remind myself like, this isn't your story. You don't take this with you, because I'm also an empath, and like, I feel for people, especially my clients, because those are my babies and I spend so much time with them. So it's hard not to like get connected to their stories. And then I just have to remind myself like, you can leave this here at work. This is not your story. You don't have to take this with you, because you know, people do complain to me, or they do tell me things and stuff like that. So I just take it with a grain of salt. So she just has a very secure mindset. She is secure in herself. She's secure in her finances, secure in her relationships. And that is the girl that I am aspiring to be. She also is quite productive when it comes to posting consistently on social media, showing up, being her most authentic self. And I'm not, like, I'm saying her because I don't fully embody that girl yet, and I'm taking the steps to get there. So showing up on YouTube, showing up on my TikTok and Instagram, and being more comfortable in front of the camera, and like basically being myself. Like, this is me. Like, this is who I am. I'm showing up, and the more comfortable I get, you know, obviously the more I feel like my personality will come out in the camera. And once, like, obviously I'm taking those steps to get there. So I mean, I think that I'm already doing things that are aligning me with being that person. I just feel like I need to embody her now that I see what she looks like, dresses like, sounds like, talks like, and who she is down to the core. I think it'll be easier to be that girl. So obviously my content is going to align with that. My videos are mostly just makeup videos anyway, but I'm going to be doing videos for a little bit to kind of like find out my signature style, and that, because that's all changing. And another thing that I did to get clear on that part was to put together a Pinterest board. I created this whole Pinterest board. I titled it Reinventing Arbiana, and what I want her to dress like, what I wanted her makeup to look like. This is also one of the looks that I was playing with, what her hair looks like, you know, what she dressed like on her appearance. What does she look like, her appearance? And that one's gonna be a hard one for me because I've been the same way forever, like just jeans and a sweatshirt, or since I started going to the gym, I just wear gym wear, athletic wear, where just leggings and a sports bra and a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or whatever. I rarely ever get dressed up. And if my makeup's done, I'm like, oh, I can put on leggings. It's fine. And I don't want to do that. Like, I want to be the girl that puts together an outfit every day and dresses up every day and just feels pretty and cute. The designs that I was looking at on Pinterest were more flirty, like, you know, like the tennis skirts. Love the tennis skirt style down. I think it's so cute. I love the dresses, like House of CB. I know that is it White Fox? White Fox has cute dresses. Like the nanny, Fran Dresser, her style is so cute to me. I think it's so adorable, and I'm like, I can do that. So I'm gonna just be taking you guys with me of like changing my style, how I do my makeup, stuff like that. And that's really exciting because I get to tie that into my content, and then it will, you know, build my community, and people will go on their own journey and, you know, change their lives as well for the better. To keep myself on this track of being in that good mindset, I am going to be just consuming a lot of content. Since I am going to be on social media, I might as well consume content that aligns with the lifestyle that I want to live. So obviously lifestyle content. One of my favorites is Jazz Turner. She's on TikTok. She has a YouTube channel, and a lot of her videos focus on how to reinvent yourself, how to do your glow up, like a day in the lives of her life. And I love her content because she gives you a step-by-step guide on how to do it. So I really do follow her. Aaliyah's Face, she day in a life content. She lives the lifestyle that like I want to live. So I follow people that I'm like, okay, it's attainable. There is I don't know if she has a YouTube. She might have a YouTube. Her name's Christiana. And same, her content, like lifestyle, beauty, fashion. I love their content down, but those are also creators that I watch because I'm like, that's the girl I want to be. And I need to see it because then at that point, my mindset's going to be like, I see it, it's real, it exists. I can also have it in the way that it's right for me, pertaining to my life. So flooding my mind with and seeing the content, because I'm going to be on TikTok scrolling, I might as well look at stuff that are gonna, you know, stick in my brain and fix my mindset. So I'm just going to continue to watch that type of content and listen to the podcast. One of my favorite podcasts right now is Your Manifesting Bestie by Flora Sebos. She basically helps you with your self-concept around certain areas in your life. Love her podcast down. I also follow her on TikTok. That's where I found her. And that's what her content is shifting your mindset and becoming your most baddest self and changing your self-concept. How do you see yourself and all that stuff. So I really follow her and I listen to her podcast every week because that's when she uploads. I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but all these people I will list down below in the description just in case if you want to look. And I also read a lot of books. I love to read, and I've read, I think 15 books this year about self-development and growth. And I love to read. If you guys want a video about all the books that I read, I can also make one of those because that is going to be a part of me elevating my mindset, elevating my who I am. One favorite, or I guess two, is Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. Love that. Manifesting anything you want. And also Psycho Cybernetics, and that is just basically building your self-esteem, your self-image, your self-concept. How do you see yourself? Like when you're alone and you look in the mirror, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself being confident? Do you see yourself being a successful business owner? And how do you show up as that person? Are you showing up as an insecure, broke, like lack mindset type person? Because that's what you're going to attract. Or are you showing up as confident and successful and sure of yourself? So those are the type of things that I really want to incorporate into my life, because I'm like, I want to show up as that most successful girl. I want to show up as that baddie. I want to show up as a confident person, and I'm kind and I'm nice and I'm fit and I'm in shape and I'm healthy and I have great relationships with the people around me, and I live a life of luxury. If I travel, you know what I mean? So these are the type of things that like I'm going to do and I am already doing to help me align with that. And that journal entry is something that I read every day when I wake up in the morning. I read it, you know, and I look at any imagery. I do have my handy dandy vision board up there that I made at the beginning of the year. It does still, like everything that's on that board still aligns with my highest version of myself, because there's relationships and the car that I want and the apartments that I want and the trips I want to take and social media, the amount of followers, like everything's already on my vision board. And now I just have to step into that person. I have to step into that vision is really what I need to do. That's how I plan on doing this. I also created a Notion, a Notion's page. And Notion is good for everything. Like when it comes to organizing, I first found it so hard to use. And then I was like, wait a second, let me sit down and just figure this out, because a lot of people use Notions and they seem to love it. So I'm gonna like, I did sat down and figure out how to use it. So on Notion, I created my reading list. I created my journal entries. I also created my social media template. They have templates that you can use. So I just took one that was already made and I inserted all my content ideas. I use ChatGPT down. When I tell you ChatGPT is my best friend, because I'll go in there if I'm like down without content. I'm like, this is the type of content I want to create. I did beauty, fashion, lifestyle, reinvention, glow up, vlog, all that stuff. Gave them all these content ideas that I want. And they broke it down for me to basically, these are the ideas. I already have the idea. I know what, and it like gave me like a little, like film a video doing A, B, C, and D. My content is already, you know, and I tweak it a little bit to what I want to post when I have time to film certain videos. So I'll like move stuff around, and then I just take it to my Notions template, put it in there. Oh, and then I'll set dates for all of them for when I need to post them. I also took it to my YouTube and I said, you know, create a schedule for me so that I can film, edit, and post at least once a week. Gave me a whole schedule, Sunday through Saturday, Sunday through Sunday. You know what I'm saying? For the week. And that has helped me so much, and I feel like it's giving me like, okay, I don't have to do everything day of, and this is how I can split it up and not feel stressed. And then it gave me a couple of rest days, which I'm like, all right, bet. And since I already know about what content I'm gonna post, I can already batch make them, or, you know, or I don't feel as stressed during the day. So this is me starting over and becoming that girl that I see for myself as more than just appearance. It's mindset, it's my self-love, and this is a journey that I feel like long overdue for me taking it serious, because I know that I've always wanted, like, not that I've always wanted to, but I keep trying to reinvent myself. Now that I have the steps in front of me and I have a clear vision in front of me, I feel like this will be 10 times easier. And I just have to keep myself responsible, and that's where the journaling and the affirmations and, you know, the meditating will come in handy to kind of keep me on the path of staying consistent and staying excited and staying disciplined, because that's the hard part, of staying disciplined. So I'm grateful that I have all these tools in front of me. Like, I have no excuse. I obviously will give myself grace on the days that like I'm falling short, but I have no excuse because I have all the tools that I need. And a lot of the things that I'm doing to become her are already here, or that I'm already doing, and that are easily tangible. And I also had a client tell me, I love her, we always have these conversations. She said that, you know, the girl that I am right now is a version of the girl that a younger me saw. So, you know, and I made the leap and I made that step and I am that girl. I'm the business owner. I am confident in myself and I still have, you know, I've learned to love myself as I am, and like, you know, little things that I saw for myself when I was younger. So now me, myself now, I can easily like get to the girl that I'm wanting to be, my highest self, because she's already within me. I easily done it before and I can easily do it again. And now I just get to take my friends with me. So you guys will be coming with me, and hopefully this inspires you to go on your own journey and to live your best life and become the highest version of yourself. I will leave those podcasts and other content creators down below in my description box. But welcome to my new journey, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. I love you. Bye.